Hello, and welcome to another raid review video. Today we're going to be going over, not as in depth and maybe a little bit quicker, some of my raid runs for the Order 66 raid. We've got, let's see, the teams we got going on today. We did the Tarkin two-man run yesterday, so today we're going to go over the Keller and Beck team, the Mace Windu team, and probably the Bad Batch team. I'm still thinking about looking at the clones now that they can run in an Underman squad. Um, we might look at that, but I've never done it before, so it might take me a little bit of time to figure it out. So stick around and we'll get to it. Alrighty then. So, Order 66 raid. We'll try and get to these teams a little bit quick. And so we're going to start with our back four-man team. So I think I need to step this down to level 5 for that team. Check my team. Yes. Tier 5. Got all my mods loaded up for it. Looks like it, because it looks like mods. It's mods that I don't run on all these characters all the time. Alright, so we'll go over the team real quick. So it's Beck, Shakti, Jocasta, and Ayla. And this is running at the tier 5. So we're going for a score of 1.8 million. On Beck, the overview for this based off of the raid server graphics. I will link the raid server in the description. Basically, for Beck, we want all protection primaries where applicable, with speed and health. Whoops. So we're gonna take a look at what we get there. So we got speed and health. Health is 61,000. Protection is 142,000. Speed is 292. The the target for this is 290 plus. So we also want protection secondaries where we can. Protection, protection, protection. I think you're getting the idea here. Protection with some protection. A little bit of protection. Exhibit, eat your heart out. We want protection. So we got protection and more protection. Probably could slice that more for some speed, but with my luck, I'll probably end up getting more crit chance. And more protection, defense, and health on that one. So, moving over to Shakti, looking for speed and health. As it's like we have all health mods here, anyways. Probably just speed for the speed they're looking for. The target for her is 340 minimum. So, looks like I hit the minimum. That's pretty much the only target for her. So, all health primaries. Health, speed, health, health. So, it's like we got a little bit of health on that one. So, 112,000 health. Her survivability is never really in question. Jocasta, we're looking for offense and health on her. Looks like I got it. We're looking for a health circle with a crit damage triangle. Looks like we hit that just fine. Offense arrow, got that. And an offense cross. So her targets are 300 speed or more. Looking for as much offense and crit chance as possible. So we got a little bit of crit chance. None there. A little bit there. None there. None there. A little bit of offense. And a little bit there. So not a ton. We didn't add a whole ton but she's hitting at 9,000 damage, 15,000 special offense. So she when she breaks out the shotgun, she starts zapping people, and it's pretty funny. And then Ayla, I never know how to say her name. Ayala? Ayla? I always say Ayla. Anyways, speed and health for her. And we're looking for offense cross, health triangle, and a speed arrow. So her targets are so my targets are based off of the top tier, I believe, so I kind of had to fudge it a little bit. But basically, you need to be faster than Apo. At R9, she needs to be 306 plus. So right now we are sitting at 313. I don't believe I'll be taking this team to the top tier. I think running the 1.8 tier is fine for what I'm doing. So this speed is fine for her. Again, speed and health for her. So that's the team. And let's get in it. Yep. And it's going to take a few retries. There's some key points to point out. So basically, the strategy goes Jocasta special 1 on Apo, and then Beck special 1 on Apo, Shock special 2 on Apo, calling Jocasta, and Ayla special 1 on Apo. If Apo is defeated, go to Fox. So let's see here. Like we said, special 1 on Apo. And then special 1 on Apo. Sometimes it's nice because they do fit. There you go. So getting those extra attacks is nice. So now we can focus on Fox. Shock calling Jocasta. Special 2 calling Jocasta. That. And then special 1 on special 1. So now they're going to take a bunch of turns. It's fine. As long as they don't throw a ton of grenades. There we go. So now we killed Fox, so we're good. Any unit other than Jocasta, use Dire Fortitude. So we need to raise the stacks of, I call it Annihilate, because that's technically what he's going to do. Anybody but Jocasta, hit up the Dire Fortitude to raise the 15 stacks armor. So there we go. Now we just go after, try and get these guys out of here where we can. Actually hoping for... Okay, there you go. Break out the shotgun as soon as we can. And head 1. We want to dispel all the buffs. That one's going to go next, so we're just looking at the turn meter. I know he's closer to dying, but I think he's the next one to go. And we can't hit the guy yet. So we're just going to hit Vader and keep hitting him. What we're not going to do is we're not going to rescue the Jedi just yet. We need to wait for this dude to come out of stealth. So if you're in this situation, you know, and you can't hit him, it's okay if you just keep hitting. I'm going to save that big hit. There we go. Need to make sure you get them all out before you rescue the Jedi. Otherwise, you lose points. So, rescue. Alright, and basically just do the same thing. So when you have the disguised clone troopers here, go after the ones with more turn meter because you want to get them out as soon as you can. That is how easy that one is. Yes, you do got to hit the modding, but it does, once you do it, as long as you hit the damage tiers, the speed tiers, if you're outspeeding the troopers and you get them all done in the first wave, just like every other run, the first wave is always a crucial one, and that's why I like this raid more than the other one, because you know in the first raid, in the first wave, if it's going to go well or not. So as you can see there, I knew first wave went fine, so we're good to go. So submit, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, run number 3 is Jedi Master Mace Windu with Depa and Temple Guard. I was going to run this. I was eventually going to run this at the 3.6 million tier 7, but then going after Galactic Legend, Ahsoka derailed my plans for taking Temple Guard to R9, and so yeah, we're just going to run this at the 1.8 million tier. So the team, as you can see here, Jedi Master Mace Windu, Depa, and Temple Guard. Mods, real quick for them are Mace, you want offense and health. And your main target, there's 2 main targets. You want 12,000 damage, ideally. And then 11.5k. If you can't hit 12,000, 11.5 is like your minimum to go for. So 12,000 if you're feeling adventurous. 11.5 can get it done. You just got to restart more often. And then your speed, you need to have Mace at 311. So unfortunately, another raid team that has to be insanely fast to run. That's because they are running all of the tunes all tuned up with their speed, their offense, all their stuff. So you need to be fast too, unfortunately. So and again, these targets are put out by the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes raid server. The description will be in the link will be in the description below. So, Mace mods, like I said, offense at R9 should be 12,000. I just hit 12,000. Speed at 311. So, I am just making the speed. So just as much offense, as much health, as much speed as you can get. And these, for me, I use hot utils. But if you can do this in game, this is how I used to do it when running running the Riva shards, stuff like that. I used to do this manually. I had to save all those loadouts, all those tabs and stuff. It does work. So once you find something that does work, you can throw this together. So health, lots of offense, or decent amount of offense, good speed, offense cross, so we can hit that mark, lots of speed, crit damage with a good amount of offense and speed, and then offense with a good amount of speed as well. So, yeah, over to Depa. Her targets are also offense and health. Basically the same loadout as Mace, so health with as much offense and speed as possible, crit damage triangle with offense and speed, and offense cross with a little bit of speed, offense arrow with a little bit of speed. So yeah, it takes a while to come up with these mods. Took me a long time to figure to get these. I don't just chase speed, so it took me a lot longer than everyone else to get complementary mods. Her targets, she needs 275 plus speed, so we hit that. 11.5k damage would be her minimum target to hit. 12,000 ideally. I could not quite make it, so I'm in the middle. All this does basically is just increase the amount of times you have to restart. So, yeah, in the opening moves, if you're not killing, if you don't kill Fox, basically you got to restart. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. Speed and offense. And Temple Guard. He's a tank, so we went for all protection primaries on him. I know it looks weird to have a speed set on a tank, but the part of the optional deal with the strat says speed being just slower than Apo can eliminate some RNG. At R9, that would place him at 305 to 314. As you can see, I'm probably not going to hit that. And since I already said I'm not taking him to R9 right now anyways, I'm not worried about it. So all protection primaries, speed and health, protection, 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 protection. So could get a little bit more speed out of some of these, but like I said in the last run, with my luck, probably will hit up more crit chance than I will speed. It's just how it always seems to work out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll go back to the start here. And we're at the right tier. That's 1.8 million tier. And let's see here. So our basic strategy is we're going to focus on Fox this time, not Epo. So Depa special 2 on Fox. And now we're going to do Mace special 2 on Fox. If Fox lives through it, then we restart. Yeah, so that was a weak hit. So just restart. Special 2, special 2. Restart if we don't win. I don't get my way. 1, 2, boom. There we go. Cool. Alright, now everyone will go here. You may lose some tunes, which at that modding we shouldn't lose anybody. Restart if you lose anybody. If Temple Guard is modded slower than Apo, go to step 3. So Apo already went. Temple Guard hasn't gone yet, so step 3. So it actually jumped back to Depa. So we're just going to skip his turn, use Dire Fortitude. And now Temple Guard special 3 on Depa, or whoever's at risk. So no one's really at risk here, but we're just going to put it on her. Okay, and then just continue to use attack moves to take out Epo. So just this one, healing immunity, deal physical damage, health steal up, and then there we go. Of course, they go. Okay, there's one out. Alright, let's go after... And we're just going to take the out. And then just a simple basic here. Should be good. There we go. Save the specials. Save the Jedi. Starts, but we got the score we wanted. Still takes way less time to do this than it does for the Naboo Raid. So, on to the next team. All right, so we have here our next run up with the new Bad Batch Mercs, running them at tier 4. That is the 1.2 million tier. One thing I wanted to show you though with this, so we all know that they basically nerfed the team. Some say it was a nerf, some say it was a fix. It's a little bit of both because they're making null some of their kit, or they're penalizing them for some of their kit, in which case that is the mark that the team uses. But one thing I wanted to show you was the modding for them was a little bit different. The turn order for this, Hunter's going to go first. So you see I've got him going as fast as possible. And then it looks like Wrecker is going second and Batcher is going third. We want Wrecker to go second. And the reason for that is because his basic dispels buffs. But the way we get this, we don't want Omega to be too fast. Because we have to account for I think it's Omega's lead getting plus 50 speed, I believe. So you see I've got Omega tuned in right at 268. That's not the final speed. You got to add the plus 50. So I modded her for 268, coming in right after Wrecker here. I think it's plus 50. I can't remember now. So Wrecker goes second. Once Wrecker goes second and dispels the buffs, it grants the team a bunch of turn meters. So after Wrecker goes, usually the team's all screwed up. But I just wanted you to make note of that when you're doing modding for this team. Hunter goes first, and then take a look at Omega's lead to account for the extra speed that she gets on top of what speed you're modding her for. So make sure that Wrecker definitely goes second, then Omega. So now that we got that, this one is the run that I find a little bit annoying. I've usually got to restart this a bunch of times. And you're usually always going to lose somebody. I think the first time I ran this, I lost Wrecker, which I think you're supposed to lose Wrecker. He always gets got anyways. But last run, I was able to finish. I lost Omega. Go figure. So we're just going to jump into it. Strat for this is, so we're going to go after Fox on this. We cannot use Mark anymore. What happens now when an enemy is Mark is they dispel it, and then they go into stealth. So we're just going to call a basic, which then the basic is going to call an ally. Hopefully crosshair assists. Perfect. Okay, so and I think some of my speed there may attribute to why some of my runs go the way they go. Some of the other videos I've been watching, the team's been staying under stealth, and maybe that's why I'm losing Omega. So we want to just call that basic with Wrecker, and then Crosshair is just going to call himself. And then we're just going to that. No mark yet, so we're just going to do the second one. We need to get Fox out as soon as possible. So we lost. And looks like I'm going to be restarting this one, seeing how I'm down 3/5 of the team, and I still haven't got it through box. Yep. So, that's why I say this one is the most annoying. It just doesn't run the way it seems to run for everyone else, and I find it to be really annoying. But, like I said, on the other videos, we find out really quickly, first wave, if it's going to go our way or not. And we lost him. And I think... So we're going to have to... Let's see, what do we got for turn meter? We got all clones up next, so we're going to have to go take out Fox. We need to lose Fox. So we lose, and we lost a clone, a jet. So this run is really, really frustrating. For me, at least. So let's try it again. I think honestly what I need to do is probably get the rest of my team going a little bit faster. So I probably need to raise Wrecker's speed so that we can raise Omega's speed so that they're not taking turns. Let's see. That was that. We want Omega to stay under stealth, and I think that's probably part of the reason why I'm having issues with this. Yeah, see, we can't get enough people out fast enough. All right, there we go. So let's see here. We got Batcher will be the next one, but let's get Apo out of here with the big hit, and then hopefully we'll see what happens with our turn meter. So take Apo's gone. All right, now Batcher. Batcher can target under stealth, but we really do need to get these stacks back. So. Okay, I'm just gonna go after whoever has damage done for target practice. It's not even a buff, it just says hit them for target practice. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see here. We're gonna save that big hit, I think. So we're just gonna... If we use crosshair here, holy cow. If we use crosshair here to call not Wrecker, but Hunter, that will call another ally to assist. So let's try to get that since it's calling with another basic. And let's see here. Let's get this guy. Although we needed the... There we go. Let's dispel that. Okay. Get some more target practice going here. There we go. So we got one down. Perfect. We're going to save that big hit still. And we're going to call an ally. Perfect. Alright. Now let's get this guy out of here. And we should be fine. Perfect. So we're going to save that big hit. And just like the other ones, get 4 hits on Vader. Save our big hits where we can. Save the Jedi from Annihilate. Rinse and repeat. Who's next? And now we can just 4 hits on Vader, rescue the Jedi, boom, done. So this is a bit more annoying than the other ones. Um, I haven't worked out the turn meter as well yet. As I said, there's quite a bit of space that I could get between Hunter and Wrecker's turn. I could probably raise them up and make more use of Omega's speed. So if anything, I'm gonna say, raise up this base speed for Omega so that they go faster and stay under stealth, but make sure that you have Wrecker going faster. So play with that a little bit. I might do it for the next run, see how things change. But that is really pretty much the thing to play with. So that's this team. I think I'm going to stop here and make a different video for the clone 3-man team because I've never done that before, and I want to run through that in a little bit more in depth. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. Until next time, we'll see you around.